Hi guys, welcome back to your not so ordinary scrapbook channel. Today is Friday night actually. I started this layout earlier today and then I got kind of tired so I quit. And I did this off camera because my battery was low and like I said, I was tired. I was up until almost 4 o'clock in the morning last night doing homework. But I decided to use, so I'm going to finish this layout anyways in this video. And I decided to use this as my inspiration. It's from the Scrapbook and Cards Today magazine from fall 2021. And I had these flowers that I wanted to use, and I'm going to try to do something similar. I have this flower here, and this picture is of my son Hunter in the second, my son Matthew in the second grade, and he took his new brother Hunter. Hunter was only well, this would have been about, this looks like there's Christmas stuff up. So it would have been like late November, early December when he took Hunter for show and tell in his second grade class. And so we're just going to kind of go with like end of November type theme, since I just realized that it was probably December just because there's like Christmas trees and gingerbread men and stuff like that. So Hunter would have been, let's see, September, October, November. He would have been between 3 and 4 months old in this picture. So I found some embellishments that I wanted to use to make it similar to this layout over here. This is a Heidi Swap chipboard piece that was white. I took ink that was the same color as this paper. I've been fussy cutting these flowers out. I made them kind of three-dimensional with pop squares, like pop dots. So I'm going to finish cutting these out, and all of these flowers are going to go up here in the corner. So I also got the new Elle Studio kit for November, and I think I'm going to just tack it on the end of this video. So I'm going to just cut this out. Ethan is doing dishes for me, which is very helpful. And Hunter is with Jordan. He went over to see the baby this morning. Actually, while I was at rehab, I got a text from the baby's mom saying Hunter said he was supposed to be here at 9:30. He's not here. And I said, I'm not home. I said, have you tried texting him? And she said he's not answering his phone. So I came home and woke him up, and he got up, got dressed, went over there. He was there for quite a while. But that girl, I'm telling you, I told Hunter, I said, you need to document everything, because she is documenting stuff. She's trying to like develop a case like of manipulation basically and lies against Hunter, because I don't know if she was recording their time together or what. I don't know what she's doing, honest to God. That girl has issues beyond my control. she told Hunter that he was ghosting her. And that is the farthest thing from the truth. He has not been ghosting her. He has only canceled on her twice. And the first time was because he literally was sick. He didn't want to get the baby sick. And it happened to be like the day after he got his second COVID shot. So he wasn't feeling well, and that's why he had to cancel. But he also didn't want to give anything to the baby. The second time was just this past Wednesday because he got called into work and there was no one else that could do it. He had to go to work. There was no one there. Like, too many people had called off and there wasn't enough people to do the work. So I don't know where she thinks that he's ghosting her. Other than, you know, he doesn't always answer her texts because she's very, very, like, bipolar. And I don't know if she's clinically bipolar or what it is, but she will blow up his phone constantly while he is at work. She will not leave him alone. I told him today when he came home, she is emotionally abusive to him. Like, she cuts him down all the time. And she tried to tell him today that that's her way of telling someone that she likes them, is by cutting them down. Well, that's not normal and not healthy. And apparently she started crying and saying that, you know, all she ever wanted was for them to be a family and all this stuff, which is a bunch of baloney because she's the one who has kept breaking up with him. He was ready to marry her, and she said no. He was also ready. He broke up with Jordan twice after she broke up with him, after Randy broke up with him, and he's done doing that. Randy has done nothing wrong. Randy is a perfectly normal human being. She's responsible. She's on birth control. She is sweet as can be. She's empathetic, whereas Randy, I think, only thinks about herself. I highly doubt that she thinks about anybody other than herself. I mean, I'm not saying that she doesn't love her kids. What I'm saying is she will manipulate a situation to make herself look good every single time. And I know this game that she's playing, and it makes me mad. And Hunter did apply for legal aid, but he makes too much money. So we're going to have to hire a lawyer. But, man, this woman, I'm telling you, she knows her game. She's played this game before. And she knows what she's doing. And I told Hunter, I said, document everything, because that girl is literally nuts. She's acting like they never broke up and that, you know, and it's not true at all. Hunter was devastated when she broke up with him before the baby was born. She just doesn't like the fact that he's dating Jordan. That's all it is. And then she tried to tell him today that he's changed for the worse since he started dating Jordan, and that is not true. He's happy again. She likes it when he's depressed and miserable all the time. I don't know why people are like that. Why they they find joy in making other people miserable, and like they're like, I don't understand it at all. He's happy. Jordan is a sense of calm in his life that he needs because she is batshit crazy. She should have known better. She keeps saying, well, I was waiting to see, you know, how you would grow up and all this stuff first and stuff. You should have thought of that before you decided to have a baby with a 19-year-old kid. You know, you're a grown woman. And this isn't her first ball game. This is her third child. You know, most people like, okay, the first time is a oops. I'll give her that. Second time, well, you know, you should kind of know to take precaution. The third time, yeah, you know what you're doing. I'm sorry. Not to mention the fact that she told Hunter just recently that she wanted him to come over because she wanted to make another baby with him. That's just nuts. Hunter obviously told her no. He wasn't even with her anymore. She's grasping at straws. So that's fun. So that's going on. Scott got a free turkey at work today, but I think it's kind of tiny. Which is okay. I mean, we'll still eat it, but we already bought a turkey for Thanksgiving. Walmart had them for like, oh, not very much money. I think we paid $17 for a 20-pound turkey, which is pretty reasonable. I remember paying upwards of like $35 to $40 for a turkey. So 17 is not bad. So, and we have plans to go out to Gazzardo's next Saturday for my birthday. We couldn't go out for Scott's birthday either. His birthday was in October, but that's when he didn't have a job, so we didn't go anywhere for his birthday. And so we decided that we would celebrate both of our birthdays together on Saturday, and we're going to bring the kids, and we invited Jordan along. So that'll be fun. And Scott couldn't figure out what to get me for my birthday. He was like trying to like get me to tell him what to get me, and I'm like, I don't know. But my friend, well, one of my best friends, I had to take a drink of my orange juice, who lives up in Bloomington, she decided that she was going to sell her china cabinet because she didn't have enough room for it in her dining room anymore. And it is gorgeous. It's huge. I have a china cabinet that is from Ethan Allen. It's a Broyhill, but it's on the small side, and I've been wanting to like upgrade to a larger size for quite a while. So this is really nice, and she's only selling it for $100. So I'm like, yes, because hers is really large and it's gorgeous. I mean, she keeps everything, her house and everything, in pristine condition. So I don't normally buy furniture from people or like even take like free furniture from people unless I know them. think I traded appliances with someone one time that I didn't know who they were, but it was fine. I mean, they seem like decent people. But Michelle, she decided that she was going, their house is like right behind the Davis Mansion. So it's kind of funny. And they want to support the Davis Mansion. So I think my $100 is probably going to go for that. I think they're going to make a donation to the Davis Mansion, which is restoration and stuff, which is kind of nice. Because we spent a lot of time when the kids were little at the Davis Mansion. They always had these fun things, and we would always take the kids there. They would have these like Halloween tours and Christmas tours, and they were so fun to take the kids to. They would have like activities for the kids, and they would like have little plays. It was really neat. So, but she lives right behind there. Her house is right behind there, so that's kind of nice. So I'm looking forward to that. We're going to pick that up on Sunday. And I have a big project due on Monday. But I took tonight off because I was up so late last night working on my 2 assignments. There just was a lot of research that I had to cover. And I wanted to make sure that I had it all in there. It's hard. Hard work. But I now feel more, it's so funny, like I feel, all of a sudden I feel at ease about my career goals. I mean, like, I really feel like so at ease. Even though I have some really big things hanging over my head before graduation, I just have this like huge, like, I don't even know how to describe it. This sense of love for my students, like this like overpowering feeling of care and like compassion for my students, or my students that I don't have right now. But like, I mean, I really think that going back to school was like a really good choice. Like, I have learned so much more than I ever thought that I could ever, like, I mean, I thought I knew a lot back then, like before, but times have changed so much. I mean, our culture is different, and like the students are different. Families are different. We have a vast, diverse culture that wasn't as prevalent as it is today. It just, it's just so different. And I have to like be on my A game, like with each of my students. I just have this sense that I want to build like deep and authentic relationships with my students and their families. I think I have more compassion as an educator than I have ever had before. And I think that is a good thing. I just cut off that leaf. So, I have laundry to fold in the bedroom. This day just kind of went by in a blur. I don't even know what I did. Like, I'm kind of like, I've kind of been a zombie most of the day. I've gotten stuff accomplished, but not as much as I wanted to. But I can catch up tomorrow. It's okay. And I can also sleep in tomorrow, so that's nice. I just got to work out this project tomorrow. Okay, so let's see. I have all of those cut out. So now I have to position them in a way that I want them. And since these I put on like dimensional squares, I think I want to do that with like, do I want to do this like, I've been trying to do it like I could do, let's see, I could put this one on the bottom, I think, and then cut off the excess. So this is kind of how I did it. I just took the dimensional squares, stuck them there, and then, so I'm looking forward to Black Friday shopping on Friday, next Friday. It'll be super fun. But I'm not really looking forward to Thanksgiving Day. It's just a lot of work. Oh man. And Scott told me that like his mom's, whatever he is, he's married, but the kids joke that he's her boyfriend, but he is married. And his wife is in the hospital, and like I was just told that they're wanting to send her home on hospice. And I told Scott, I said, I have a feeling your mom's going to be getting married soon. I don't think that they have like an inappropriate relationship. I think they're just really good friends. But I have a feeling that after his wife passes away that they're going to get together. Because they have been close friends since before my father-in-law died. And like he has always come to our town to take her out to eat and all kinds of stuff. I mean, she's friends with his wife too. But like, it's a weird situation. So, but I think that it would be good for her. I really do. I hope that she finds happiness. Because that's what life is all about. We only have this one life to live. And we should be happy. I wish that for everybody. I'm gonna stick this here. And I think that's why I fight so much. Like, it's not that I hate Randy. I don't hate her. But I don't think that her and Hunter could have a healthy relationship together. I think it would be a disaster. I really do. And which is unfortunate, but and I think that he can have an extremely healthy relationship with Jordan. Not that it's my call, it's his call, but they really do care about each other. Okay. No. Okay, so before, I think I'm going to put show and tell up here because this had like a circle on this card that said something like be safe, stay home. It was like a COVID card. But I'm over scrapbooking COVID. I really didn't scrapbook COVID much at all. I do have some pictures that have masks. My December daily last year was COVID based, but this year is not going to be. I'm so over it. I'm telling you, this is notebook. I'm just so over it. So, okay. There's got to be more letters than this, but this is like notebook paper. It's kind of large. It's almost too large for this. What about this paper? That matches. Maybe I'll just use that. So. I'm kind of glad that we're having like a very quiet Thanksgiving this year. With like, I have finals coming up. I have so much that I have to do that I don't have a lot of time to focus on entertaining right now. These are not very sticky. They are old. So I'm so happy that my brother-in-law was able to get a shot yesterday. My sister said that his shot, whatever it was for, I'm not sure, it was like he's recovering from cancer, and some shot he needed, insurance wouldn't approve. Like they were going like round and round with insurance, and it's like an expensive one, but he eventually was able to get it yesterday, thank God, because he was already late in getting it. I guess he was supposed to have it like 2 weeks ago. Sometimes I get so aggravated with the medical field because sometimes I just feel like you're treated like a number. Like, I wonder sometimes if people really even, like, if they have any, like, if people even have any empathy for other people. You know? I know when Scott worked at the hospital, at first he was really caring and compassionate. And then, like, you develop this, like, callous. Like, where... And I hate that. I don't ever want to be that kind of a teacher where I no longer have empathy for my students. Because I think a lot of people in the medical field they don't even care. And I don't ever want to be that kind of a person. Okay, so I have show and tell there. And then, I don't know if I like that, but I don't know if I should have put it here. There really is nothing there, but I mean, there's like, this is just all white space. Should I put it like right here? But I wanted to use that. On this layout, it's down here. So like if I did show, we finally worked out how we're gonna get Hunter up to Chicago. He's flying somewhere soon. I don't want to say where in case people watch my videos. I don't think they do, but it's kind of a surprise. So, but I'm gonna draw it. Well, I don't drive well at night. I have night blindness, and it's awful. When I had to drive in the dark in Missouri, going to my mom and dad's house, it was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. I didn't know the road. GPS led me on a road that I had never been on before. And it was very curvy and hilly, and every time a car came over a hill, it was like all of a sudden I was blinded, and it was awful. It was absolutely awful. But there's some hearts, but it's not really. So anyway, just gonna put that there. I do like that better than up here. So I think I'm gonna just put Matt and me, or Hunter and me, or brother and me, or something like that. Or I could see if 2 of these stickers work. A big day. What I could do, best friends. They are kind of like best friends. Brothers and best friends. So I'm gonna give Matt and Yessie money for, that's what they want for Christmas and their birthday and Matt's birthday. So I think I'm gonna just they're easy this year for Christmas shopping. They're trying to like save as much money as they can for their wedding. I was like shocked when Yessie said that their wedding is now costing $30,000. I was like, what? But, and they want to go to Greece for their honeymoon. I'm like, man, I don't know how much people give for weddings nowadays. A lot more than what we got, apparently. If you can afford to go to Greece. I think I might put that there. I mean, I'm happy for them that, you know, that's what they want to do. But I told them this, you know, she was really stressed at how they were going to pay for their wedding and their honeymoon and everything. And I told her, I said, you just gotta decide what's most important. And then just consider the rest gravy. If you, like, what's most important to you, you know, if it's location, then make sure that that's your location. That your location is the most important thing. Which it sounds like the location is the most important thing. And they've already booked it. Or reserved it. The stuff that's not so important, like the videographer, the DJ, you know, all those things that, you know, you could probably shop around and get, you know, the best rate or whatever. Her flowers are ridiculously expensive. I don't know why her flowers are costing $3,000, but she wants lots of flowers. And she wants live. Well, she said live flowers are less expensive than fake flowers, which I can understand why. And I think real flowers will smell nice and be gorgeous. You know, in April, it'll be perfect time of year. But, do I want the point up, or do I want it, like this? Let me put that there. So, I don't know. It's not for me to worry about, you know. I told him, I said, we can help you out as much as we can, but we can't pay for everything, you know. But that's what they want for their birthday and Christmas, is money for the wedding, which is understandable. Their wedding is only, gosh, it's in April. I need to book the flights. I think I'm going to wait until January, though, to book the flights. Because I don't care what airline we fly in. My mom and dad are driving. Because they want to visit a whole bunch of people. They want to, like, take a cross-country vacation, you know, and visit a bunch of relatives and stuff that live on the West Coast after the wedding. Which makes sense, honestly. I mean, if you're going to go out there, you might as well. The only problem with us is Scott has limited time off because he just started this new job. And so we're going to have to fly. And I'm going to have to rent a car. Which is fine. I mean, we've rented cars before. It's not a big deal. But I told Yessie, I said I would rather rent a car because it's their wedding, and I don't want to be dependent on them to take us every place, you know, when it's their wedding. That just is kind of selfish to expect that. And so, I think I'm going to fly into Vegas and then rent a car and drive to. It's kind of a straight shot to Havasu from Vegas, so it's not really that difficult to get there. I noticed that when we went there this last spring, that it wasn't, it was a straight shot. So I want to use these little things up. Like, I have a leaf. What do I want to do with this leaf? I was thinking of like putting it here. Kind of looks like school. I wanted to use this clip somewhere. Do I want to use it over here? Like that. And then I was gonna use this right here, but I don't think it goes down. Oh, I was gonna put this blue thing here. Long story. There's kind of a long story with this show and tell thing. Ethan wanted to bring, or Hunter, okay, which one of my kids am I talking about? Matt wanted to bring Hunter for show and tell. His teacher didn't think that was a good idea, so she tried to sway him. But he really, really wanted to bring him for show and tell. I worked at the school, and I talked to her, and I said, you know, Matt was an only child for many years, and every year for Christmas, he would ask Santa for a brother. Every single year. And it got to be very disappointing when his brother was, you know, you can't predict these things. I mean, they just happen in their own time, if they happen at all. And so she was like, well, normally I don't let students bring a child, but since you work here and you're going to be bringing him home like directly afterward, I was just like, I really never cared for this teacher, to be honest. She was probably one of my least favorites at the school that I worked at. She was nearing retirement. She was old. I didn't dislike her. I thought that she did a lot of good with the kids. I mean, they learned a lot from her, but her personality was not always the nicest. She at one parent-teacher conference, she told me that she didn't think it was good for Matt to always play with the same kids all the time, which were his best friends in the class, and that she wished that he would play with some other kids. And you know, I get it, but she told me that these kids were like troublemakers, and like she wished that, you know, whatever. And I've known these kids for years, and they were in my Cub Scout pack because we were Cub Scout leaders. So they were not bad kids. I mean, at all, by any means. She was just being, I don't know what her problem was. Well, come to find out, when I was talking to these kids as moms, she told them the same thing. She told them that she wanted their kids to play with other kids, and that like Matt was a bad role model. I don't know. Matt is a follower, so he's not even a leader. None of these kids were leaders, to be honest. They were very shy kids, and I don't know. I just never cared for her. I mean, I got along with her, okay. I shouldn't say that I didn't get along with her, but she's also the one who was like adamant that Matt be put on ADD medicine because he had trouble paying attention. And when I took him to the pediatrician was like, he is not hyperactive. I'm like, I don't know. That's what the teacher said. She wants him on medication. And that began like years of like stress of trying to get the right dosage of medication for that poor kid. But I mean, not that my kid can do no wrong and that he was perfect or anything like that, but he was a nice kid, and he still is a nice kid. He never caused problems at school. She just was. She was one of those ladies that just needed to retire. One of those teachers that just needed to retire. And she did retire like shortly after she taught his class. But yeah, she was kind of a pill. I remember her in the teacher's lounge too. She was one of those ones that would just like the beginning of the school year, she'd be talking to other teachers and she'd be like, oh, guess who I have in my class this year? You know, type of person. I was just like, why start the year off like that? Okay. So, but anyways, she eventually agreed, and he was able to bring his brother into for show and tell, and so it was kind of a long story. But I might write a little of it here when I journal. Probably not a ton, not like what I just went over with you, but I really like how this turned out. I think it turned out really cute. And it looks somewhat, boy, let's get all this garbage off of here. Fussy cutting is messy. So, but it's somewhat like this one. I mean, definitely different colors and stuff, but I tried to do it in kind of a similar way. I think they have a little bit more flowers than I do, but I think I have enough. I think I have a balanced amount. The only thing that I probably should do is bring this blue color down here somehow. I suppose I could do this. The same color. I don't even know if I need that much. Just a tiny bit. Just to show that there's blue there. There. That just draws the eye down. Do I want to put some like, maybe I'll put that same thing up here too. I don't know. I don't like that. It's not exactly the right color. I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm gonna use. I didn't stamp it all either. So maybe I can find like an enamel heart or something that I can put down here that is this blue color, and I'll just draw, or maybe I can put like an enamel heart here on this basket and that'll just draw it down. But I like it like this. So that's my layout for today. One of the page kits is done, and then I'm going to show you the Elle Studio for November really quickly. No, what's this for? Yeah, I guess so. Seems like I got a card like that. I'm hoping I don't intermix anything. So this one is mostly like Christmas themed, and I think that I'll probably use a lot of this for my December daily. So these are the punch outs for November, or die cuts, punch out die cuts. Holiday selfie, the best. This story documented, around the table, ready for the holidays, not ready for the holidays. Merry and bright, oh what fun. Very cute. These punch out die cuts are Christmas tree, a heart, good eats, magic, and various colored labels and tags. The large cards in this kit, I like this one a lot. It says number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You can use it for like Christmas movies that you watch, maybe a bucket list that you want to complete, that sort of thing. This reminds me of a pine tree. You can put a recipe, like a favorite recipe on there. This has stars. It's on gray. Really cute. Reminds me of Christmas. And then the small cards are, this says joy is, and then it says 1, 2, 3. That's kind of cute. Here's a gray one. This says Merry Moment 1 and Merry Moment 2. There's a nice deep green. Probably my favorite color green of green. Good times. Currently on this day. Making a list, checking it twice. That's really cute. You could put like a Christmas list on there. This has a bunch of like, it looks like it's washi tape on it, but it's like part of the card. Really cute. This was awesome. 3 hearts, navy, green, and gold. A rainbow stripe. Wintry colors. On the menu. The details. This I'll probably cut apart, like 3 separate tags. Fa la la. November highlights. Homemade favorite. And then this navy blue with different colors. So that is it for November. So I just wanted to make a quick video. It's not really that quick. It's 53 minutes long, so, but it's shorter than usual. So yeah, I don't know. I'll try to scrapbook my second kit tomorrow, and I thank y'all for watching. Hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you next time here on your Not So Ordinary Scrapbook channel. Bye.